What's up, guys? We're back. Boom! Making shitty YouTube videos. You probably noticed that the quality of my videos are just gradually getting worse. But it's fine, we're only competing with AI slop nowadays anyway. So, I want to start off this new era of my channel by reacting to the man with the world's smallest penis. It's you, by the way. You're the man with the world's smallest penis. I haven't seen this video yet, so I'm looking forward to it. Obviously not looking forward to seeing his actual penis. I don't think they're actually going to show his penis. Don't get too excited. All right.
Welcome back, Nathan, here at This Morning. We've never shied away from tackling real life matters. And today, we're talking about...
Honestly, this woman's face. I imagine the guy gets this face from women quite a lot. This is not the kind of reaction you want from a woman when they're talking about your penis, you know.
what might be the last taboo.
With the average UK penis size around 5.2 inches.
That's incorrect, actually. The average penis is like 3.6. You guys agree with me, right? You guys agree that's like 3.6. About 3.6, maybe 4.2, I'll give you that. But I'd say that's the average from in my experience. These guys are spreading fake news. It's not 5. Don't worry, guys. It's not 5. It's not 5.
Our next guest measures up to just 0.38 inches. For comparison, that's about the size of garden pea.
Yeah.
Why'd you have to compare it to a garden pea? Okay, that was not necessary at all. I mean, I thank you for the imagery, but the man's like right there. Just comparing it to a golden pea. What? That's fucked up. That is messed up. Also reminds me of that Green Giant, you know, from like the Green Peas brand. Sorry, bro, but you are not the Green Giant in this case.
38-year-old Michael Phillips was medically diagnosed with a micropenis in 2024, which he believes could well be the smallest in the world. It's left him unable to be intimate, and he's even had to try fat injections to see if that can help.
Does it help? Asking for a friend.
But while they proved unsuccessful, Michael wants to help other men feel better about their own bodies. And he's here now. Good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you for joining us, Michael.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, I would like to say thank you as well. I already feel a lot better knowing his penis is like 0.38 inches, okay? Mine's at least double that. I said at least, okay?
We've been talking about this. And it's
Why
so
were you talking about
important
this?
that you're here
We're
and
just
you're
gonna
sitting on
glaze
the
over
couch and you're prepared to talk about it. Why is it so important to you?
I need to get my mind out of the gutter because every time I see like couches and talks about penis, it ends very differently, you know?
I guess because it should be like known that it's a medical condition that can cause it, and that if more people realize that it was a condition when they're younger, that they could be taken and seen by a doctor and hopefully get treatment that would actually provide some level of help.
How would you get treatment for this, by the way? What is the cure? Again, asking for friends.
Because by the time you eventually got diagnosed and you actually spoke to a medical professional, they explained, unfortunately, it's too late for them to help with any medical intervention, wasn't it?
Yes.
How did that make you feel when you found that out?
It didn't make me feel very good because that was one of the main reasons why I went to the doctor to see if there was anything I could do to make it bigger.
Have you tried having a hot girl playing with it? That usually works. It's only temporary, by the way. Also, I'm not a doctor, so don't listen to my advice.
To see if there was anything I could do to make it bigger. But what is available doesn't really provide much.
It's so difficult as well, I think, because it's kind of the moment that you discover that, and knowledge is power, and then you can go and get some help. When did you first start to realise that you had a really small penis?
I would say probably around high school.
Right.
And dealing with like girlfriends and stuff like that.
Wait, this guy had girlfriends? Honestly, you're already like far above like the average. Like, well done, I guess. Well done. Still managed to get girlfriends.
But I was always like under the belief that like maybe like I'm a late bloomer.
Yeah.
Maybe one day it'll get normal.
No, just give up hope, bro. I gave up hope a long time ago. Just give up hope. It's not coming, bro. There is no God. Okay, there is no God. Just give up.
Size.
So you were waiting for puberty to have an impact, and that was going to happen.
And then it never did. It just never
It
did.
just never did. Did you speak to your parents about it?
No, I'm adopted.
Okay.
And I didn't really talk to them about stuff
So you
like
didn't have a
that.
chance to share that with somebody that would have known you as well. What sort of impact did that have on you then? It's
making it very hard for me to like make jokes about this now.
Everybody's out there, all your mates are out there, and they're meeting other people and they're exploring life and sexuality.
Just more like keeping it to myself. Like as like I was younger and teen 20s and stuff like that, I tried to like keep it to myself. I was always like single, even though I had friends. They probably wondered why I wasn't dating, and I just didn't want to go through that.
I think being a teenager anyway is so difficult, like just with how your body's changing and your skin's normally terrible. I had one eyebrow too. Were you ever bullied at all, or did anybody ever comment?
No, nobody. Like I said, I kept it pretty secret, pretty much. There was a few girlfriends, like in high school or whatever, that knew about it. But as far as I know, like it never got around.
Right.
Like I didn't get picked on for it or anything.
Until now, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Michael. I'm just a dickhead. Okay, don't take it personally. I'm just a dickhead.
Because nobody knew.
So, with regards to you've said that you have tried to initiate intimate relations, but it's just not feasible. How does the size of your penis affect your day-to-day life? What sort of impacts does it have?
Aside from like the not being able to like I can't go out have a one night stand.
Why not? I feel like that's probably one thing you can do. It's like, you know, if you just meet a random girl, you're only seeing her for one night, even if she thinks your penis is small. You know, let's say she runs out the room, you know, you're never going to see her again. I feel like if you had something long term, it'd be worse, you know, because that person will always be there knowing your deep, dark secret, your small, dark secret.
I can't go out and do things like that. But it also affects you with your ability to use the restroom, your confidence.
Because you can't urinate standing up, can you?
No, even sitting down can be tricky with cleanup and everything.
Right.
Even
So I think
sitting
you were
down.
saying, and this is something that we'll be able to identify here, if you go to an NFL game or
Yeah.
a huge sporting occasion, you need a stall to be able to go to the toilet, and that's not always an option.
Is it just me, or do I kind of want to see it? This might be the first time I've ever actually wanted to see someone's penis. Me when I lie, okay. Not in a homoerotic kind of way, but just I'm so curious. I kind of want to know what it looks like.
No, it's not.
Michael, what about having relationships as well? Because that must be really tricky as to kind of when to broach the subject, when to say something. What do you say when you do that? How do you handle that?
I've probably tried every way possible. Like you can be upfront, like right at the beginning. You can try to talk to somebody for a while and get a connection and then tell them. Or sometimes you don't say nothing at all.
Yeah, I don't really know what you would do. I think that is quite the conundrum. When do you tell someone? You want to tell them like as soon as possible, but you don't want to tell them like on the first date. Or do you wait until they're already in the bedroom and it's too late? But that seems kind of like messed up. But I feel like that's I don't know. I need someone with more intelligence, more compassionate, more maturity to answer this question. This is not for me to answer, unfortunately.
I mean, relationships between people, and often we talk about this, don't have to be physical to have a strong connection. And you've got plenty of friends that you do a lot of travel, don't you? So you explore the world and you're always investigating. Are you holding out hope, Michael, at some point you will find someone that you can share your life with without that part of it being instrumental?
I believe so. Like since I started talking about it, like a lot, you don't really get the perspective of women unless it's brought out there. And there's been a few stories about me now so far, and I've read comments. And I've learned that there's like a huge population of people that just don't care about that sort of thing.
Is there anything else that doctors can do? Are there any other avenues you can explore? Have you investigated all the different options?
Most of the options that they do aren't like increasing your size. They're like either like liposuction down there or like cutting a ligament where so that it can hang a little bit farther down. But in every instance, whatever they did, I would still like the max you can gain is like an inch.
Oh, really? An inch. That's for those of us less endowed, okay, we could really use the inch, okay.
Inch and a half, and I'd still be like what is under a micro penis.
So
And
then,
financially, it's quite expensive.
It's very expensive for the little bit that you get.
Yeah.
Right.
You have tried, I think, looking at your Instagram, and I think this is when suddenly people started contacting you. You have an amazing Instagram because you travel and you're an art dealer and you show all these incredible adventures you go on. And then all of a sudden you posted about some surgery that you did try. Was it fat injections?
Yes, that seemed at the time that seemed like the most safest option to try to gain something.
How does that even work? You just inject fat into it? But wouldn't it be like all soft and squidgy? And it's also the size of a garden pea. So I don't know, like, would it just be like an inflated pea? I have so many questions. So many questions.
But even that, it didn't take.
Can you just explain or describe that process to us? What did they do?
They took like a piece of like some fat from your thigh and try to inject it in. It's not really to increase your length. It's more trying to increase your girth.
Okay.
So, but what happened is like the fat that they injected in there, it reabsorbs sometimes.
What? If I heard that correctly, his body's reabsorbing his penis, basically.
Right.
So,
So it didn't work.
no.
yeah.
But by posting about your surgery, about talking about your condition, suddenly you started finding a bit of confidence being able to share it with people. Were you quite nervous when you put it out there for the first time? Or were you just like, do you know what? I'm ready to talk about this now.
I wasn't really nervous because I put it out there on Instagram for the people that like have been following me for years, and I felt like they were good friends, and it was the safest spot available for me to talk about it.
And what was it like for you to receive that positive impact, particularly after for so long being, you know, really secretive and hiding it? What was it like to finally receive some of that positive feedback?
Yeah, it was going great. The positivity was going great. Up until the point where I came to the show and you compared it to a fucking garden pea. What was that all about? That was unnecessary. There's so many other things you could have compared it to. Now this man can never eat a garden pea ever again. I don't think I can eat a garden pea ever again. I don't even eat peas, to be honest. But fuck you anyway for ruining peas. Dickheads.
It was, to be honest, it was a little shocking because, like, when you're on the internet or you're watching TV, everything's always geared towards women want bigger, women want this, women want that. But then you get to, like, hear the opinions of actual women, and you find out that that's not the case for all women.
And so what would you say, Michael, if somebody is watching this show today or ends up seeing a clip of this online somewhere who may be dealing with a similar condition to you or something else that equally they feel like they have to keep secret or they're embarrassed by, what would you say to them with regards to actually getting some help and talking about it?
Yes, Michael, please. I need to know. I need help. I need to know what to do, okay? Alright, listen up, you viewers. This is advice is for you.
I would say just find a place where you can talk about it freely or where you feel comfortable, even if it's just one-on-one with somebody. But there's no reason why you can't talk about it. We all have issues going on, some more than others, but there's always somebody out there that has it worse than you.
There's always someone that has it worse than you. This guy has the world's smallest penis. Unfortunately, there's no one who has it worse than him. There's no one who has it worse than him. But I'm guessing he's talking about you specifically. But that's unfortunate, okay? That's unfortunate.
Yeah. And as we said at the start, Had you been able to talk about it at a younger age, early teens potentially, medical intervention may have been able to help in some way, but it was just too late.
Yeah, because a lot of people don't even know that there's a condition for you to be like too small or anything. They just think if you're small, you're small.
Yeah.
So they don't know that there's an actual condition that can be the cause behind it. So I think like if people like notice it younger and are able to go to a doctor younger, they would be able to get more help than I was able to get.
This is some quality Dick Maxing advice here, okay? Dick Maxing, that's the new thing, I think. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, thank you for joining us this morning, Michael.
And being
Thank
brave
you so
enough
much.
to talk about it and share it. It's really fantastic that you can be here on the sofa
Thank
with
you.
us. We really appreciate you coming in, Michael.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Hey, well, that was something, okay? Unfortunately, we didn't get to see his penis. Unfortunately. Big unfortunate. I don't have any advice. I don't even know what to even say about this. Maybe get good at eating ass. I don't know. I don't know if that's a good enough substitute. That is about it. That is all I can think of. Get good at eating ass.